Down. Stay. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Stay. Stay. Leave it. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good boy. Okay. Good job. So there's going to be two parts to every command that you give. The word, the command, such as sit, and then the release word, which is okay. So in the case of sit, a few hand signals that go with them as well. So sit is going to be sit, palm straight up to the sky. To tell him to stay in that position, it's going to be palm towards his muzzle, stay. You can walk around him. I try not to turn my body away from him or go behind him because dogs want to keep eye contact and it's going to be much harder for him to hold the stay. Good. Okay. So okay means he's released from command and he's free to do what he wants until you give him another command. So for down. Down. Just straight palm towards the ground. Good boy. And again, stay. He needs to stay in that position until you release. Boy. Return to him, praise him. Good boy. Okay, good boy. For healing, he should be on your left-hand side. He should not stray too far. He shouldn't pull on the leash. You just want him on your left. And when you come to a stop, he should automatically sit next to you. Sometimes a little reminder is necessary, but he should sit right next to you. And sometimes when we start healing, we'll pat our leg to let him know that we are healing. And the command for healing is let's go. Ready? Let's go. Good. Nice loose leash. Good. And it's good to make a lot of quick 180-degree turns if he's getting a little distracted by other things that are outside. A lot of things going on outside. So doing quick turns will kind of force him to be engaged with you and keep focus on you. When he is focused, he is very obedient, very willing to do what you ask. Good boy. Okay. For a recall, which is coming when called, that's going to be the one command that you want to use his name first. So the command is going to be Vinny, come. He should come directly to you and he should sit in front of you before you reward him. Vinny. Vinny, come. Good. Good. Okay. I'll do a little arm gesture, such as like come towards me. Vinny, come. And then encourage him to sit. Very good. And then release. Okay. Good boy. For the place command, his place can be any designated area that you want him on. In this case, it's going to be the bed. When you get home and decide what you want his place to be, he can have multiple, but you'll just want to kind of lead him over to it, kind of swoop your hand over the area, let him know that that's what you want his place to be, and then at the same time, I'm going to give him the command. Place. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. I do like to have them lay down on the place. It keeps them inclined to stay there a little longer, gets them comfortable. Good boy. Stay. To work on the leave it command, you would use leave it with anything that the dog gets focused on, fixated on, that you don't want him to be, and you're looking for him to return focus back to you after you give the leave it command. So in this case, I'm going to throw a few treats on the ground. After each treat, I'll give him the leave it command, and I'm looking for that return of focus. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good. Stay. Down. Vinny. Vinny, sit. Down. Stay. You're going to want to pick the treats up. Don't give him the treats that you just told him to leave. That can be confusing for him. And you can do it again. This time I'll do it with just 2. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good boy. And now give him a separate treat from my pouch. Stay. I'll do it one more time. Just 1 this time. Leave it. Very good boy. So with the leave it, you're just looking for that return of focus back to you. Stay. Okay, good boy. Now I'll show you how to do corrections if necessary. So corrections are going to be if he chooses not to obey your commands. They're very simple. Our first go-to is always going to be a verbal reprimand, so an so it's a nice sharp pitch, kind of get his thinking to a more positive place. So if you were to give him a command such as sit, and he weren't to sit, the correction is going to be straight up, just slight tugging, just leash pressure between the ears. It's similar to if you think of what the hand signal is. It's going to be straight up, so the correction is going to be straight up. If he weren't to down, I'm just going to give slight leash pressure just in a 45-degree angle towards the ground until he lays down. Then the leash pressure goes away and he gets praise. Good boy. Okay. If you want to do a sit stay, so sit. When you're still practicing this when you first get him home, if he wants to lay down, that's okay. It's been a long day. You'll just want to kind of, keep an eye on him, be able to monitor him. If he were to get up, you would just want to correct him back into the position that you had him in. So sit, you would straight up. For down, it would be 45-degree angle towards the ground. And you're going to want to make sure he stays in that stay until you release with, okay. Stay. He didn't break it. Good boy. Okay. But if you were to, you would just want to make sure you put him right back in the position that you had him, and then make sure he stays until you release him. Same with place. Place. Good boy. There you go. Down. So it's just going 45 degrees towards the ground. Okay, put him in a sit first. Sit. Good. Down. Good boy. Stay. So if you were to put him in a place and a stay, and you walked away, and he were to get up and break the stay, I was attempting to have him break it, but he won't. But same with any stay, you just want to bring him right back to where you had him and put him in that position again. And as I said, he should hold it until you release with okay. Okay, good boy. That's a good boy. So always you're going to want to give him that verbal reprimand first, so like and sometimes that's enough for him to realize that he's made a mistake, and he'll usually fix himself. If not, then you have the leash pressure that you can go to, and again, it's just the pop and release motion until he complies. And then always reward, always praise, even after you've had to correct him.